Hello people of the world, and welcome to today's episode of Coffee Chats with Jax. If you guys have been watching my videos for any certain amount of time, you'll know that they've gone through quite the transformation from the really random whatever vlogs when I was like a teenager to right now where I'm doing this series called Coffee Chats with Jax, where I talk about life and purpose and meaning and Jesus and relationships and things that I think the world really needs to be talking more about. All that happened because at 19, I met Jesus. Kind of a long story in general, and if you want to learn more about that, then there's a link in the description box below for a video that talks more about that. But that pretty much put me in this place of, if Jesus is real, I want to know every single thing there ever could be to know about him. I was so excited and I was so open, and about a year or so ago, I moved to Nashville, into a little place called the Bible Belt. I don't really want to go too much into this story, but my innocence of Christianity got jaded a little bit. And I think I saw some sides of it that I didn't like, and some sides of it that scared me and confused me and made me wonder if I was even a Christian, and made me wonder if Jesus was actually who I thought he was. And that was really hard for me because it made me understand why some people can look at Christianity and think, I don't want anything to do with that. Because before, to be honest, I didn't really know, because all I knew of Jesus was love and acceptance and family and grace, and I thought, who would want that? But there's this whole other side of Christianity that I think is really messed up. And I don't want to make this video to talk about that because I think I've done that before and I'll probably do that again, but I just want to make this video to talk about the innocence that I used to have when it came to knowing who Jesus is. Last night I was in this community group type thing, and a good friend of mine was speaking on all of these things. And he said something that really stuck out to me, which was that as we get older and mature in our faith, we actually need to grow into our dependence on Jesus. Which is funny because it feels really backwards in the eyes of the world, because we grow up thinking we need to get more independent and take care of ourselves more and make our own way and find our own purpose and job and career and all the things. We need to do it all on our own. That's what this world tells us, and that's what we're raised to believe. And that's what's so interesting, because when we walk in the ways of Jesus, we actually are growing into learning how to lean more on him and learning to believe the words that he says. It was really weird. I had this moment where I woke up today and I remembered, not I forgot, but I just remembered, oh, Jesus is real. If he's real, that means that everything that he says is true. That means that I am set free. That means that I am forgiven. That means that everything is taken care of for me. All I have to do is love God, love people, and lean into him. I used to believe that so firmly and so strongly that I remember having this conversation with a friend, telling him I'm just kind of in this phase where everything good that happens, as far as even me just enjoying my breakfast, it was a really good apple and peanut butter. Everything good is just Jesus. It's just proof that Jesus is real. And everything bad is okay because Jesus is real. We're gonna get through it. I have been in a bit of a slump lately. If you have been watching my videos, you'll probably know that. Or if you're my friend, maybe we've talked about it. But life gets hard sometimes. And I was under the impression for a while that if I sign up for this Christian journey, then I will go through life pain-free, which is just not true. The truth is, the benefit of Jesus in the pain is that he actually just wants to be in it with you. You guys, I used to see these pictures a lot in my head that I felt like Jesus was trying to show me. The classic picture that I used to always see was when I was really, really ashamed. I was learning a lot about what it meant to step out of my shame and to forgive myself and to move forward. And the picture that I felt like Jesus always showed me back then was me sitting behind this big boulder and him leaning down, helping me up, and then walking with me through a crowd of people with his arm around me, he was just proud to know me. That's the picture that I saw all the time that showed me that actually Jesus knows everything that we've done, everything that we will ever do, and he loves us so much anyway. Because when God looks at us, he doesn't see our mistakes, he sees Jesus. And the picture that I feel like Jesus has been showing me has been me sitting behind this big boulder and him not pulling me out of it, but instead him sitting down behind the boulder with me and just letting me lean on his arm. My friend told me one time that sometimes it's in our darkest times that we get to learn a whole different side of Jesus. And that side sometimes doesn't have words, but sometimes that's just a side of Jesus who sits with us and who hugs us and who is in the mess with us. There's always going to be something in life. Life is never going to be flowers and butterflies and daisies 24/7. We are broken, But when we know who Jesus is, we're not broken anymore. He's here to rescue us, you guys. He's here to love us. And he loves us so much. And it's so crazy because they always use the metaphor of a child and a parent. And the people that were leading the group last night, my good friends, they have a son. He's 2 years old, and they were giving these examples of ways that they love him and ways that they teach him, ways that they're looking out for him and they have this best interest in mind, and they don't want him to run in the street, not because they don't want him to not have fun, but they just want him to be safe. I don't believe God hides from us, and I don't believe it's this big game. I think he's our dad, and I think he loves us a lot. And lately I've been remembering what that really feels like. I want to start believing really with my whole heart and soul that there is light on the other side of pain, because there is, and I think I'm really getting a glimpse of that lately. And I don't know if it's just today, I don't know if it's just a better mood that I'm in, but there is light and there is hope, and sometimes it doesn't look how we want it to look, and sometimes it doesn't feel how we want it to feel. But let me encourage you out there, we're all different. We all go through this stuff differently. We all have our own struggles and our own joys and our own everything. But together we'll be okay. We are a family. We have purpose. We need to love God and love people and remember who we are. Who we are is loved, important, and special, and rescued and saved and okay. Even when you've just had the worst day of your life, even when you're walking back home like pure walk of shame, when your heels is broken, hair's all flipped upside down, and you just can't remember where you even parked your car, you are still loved and you are still good enough. And Jesus just adores you. He thinks the world of you, and he just wants to sit in it with you. He just wants to talk to you and hear you and love you. I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hey guys, before you go, I wrote a book. It is called Be Free. If you would like to purchase that book, it will be a personalized signed copy from me. Click the link in the description box below. There's a link to purchase there. It is about my journey overcoming shame, stepping into a life of freedom, and learning who Jesus is. My book, Be Free, out now, link below. Or if you guys want to support me on a monthly basis as an independent writer, speaker, and video blogger, then please go check out my Patreon page. That is patreon.com/JackieGTV. If you go there for literally as small as $1 a month, you can read the prologue of my new up-and-coming book, Finding Home, and you will also get your name in the acknowledgments of that book. So that's really cool. Please go check out the links to my book, Patreon, links below. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.